Before I start the video, can we just talk about my hair for a second? It's so long right now and it looks so real. It's not, obviously, unless like you think I can grow my hair in like 2 days. I'm wearing Ad Colo hair. No, this is not sponsored. This video isn't, at least. The other one is. But like, I feel so different with long hair. I don't know. If you want to see how I got it, go watch that video. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to address that because it just looks so cool, like just me having long hair. So if you've never seen my face before, my name is Ashley. I do some videos on law of attraction and spirituality and stuff like that. So today I'm doing another video on the law of attraction, and I'm going to be talking about law of attraction and money, because everybody loves money, and if you don't, you need to get your priorities in check, because money rules the world, unfortunately. Everybody likes money. Money's pretty cool. Money's pretty chill. So I'm going to talk about the law of attraction and how to increase your finances. So you're probably sitting here thinking like, who are you to tell me how to increase my finances when you're living at your parents' house? First of all, I'm 22. I don't need to move out yet. I'm a student. Second of all, I am currently implementing the law of attraction into my life. So obviously, like, I like to start small, okay? I like to start small and kind of build my way up, because I find it easier to believe when I start small. I don't know why. And law of attraction is all about like believing and truly knowing and believing that you are going to get what you ask for. You know what I mean? And what you put your energy into. And sometimes, like, when I think too big, I tend to doubt myself, and it's unfortunate, but I do it. So I'm not saying don't think too big, because some people think very big and they get exactly what they want because they put a lot of belief into it. But if you're the kind of person that tends to doubt yourself, or you think it's too much of a stretch, you're not going to believe in it, then don't bother putting your energy into something that you're not going to believe, and try and put into something that you truly think and believe with all your heart that you will receive. So I like to start small. If you saw my previous video on law of attraction, how to get what you want, you would have seen that I mentioned the story with the check, where I was in a bad mood. I put myself in check and I was walking. I stopped walking. I started thinking about money, and bam, I get home. There's a random letter with my name on it for Christmas that I received from an aunt a couple weeks early for like $100 and something. Out of nowhere. Just, I didn't even check the mail. I just went home to go get a glass of water or something. I don't even know. I just went to the kitchen. It was just sitting on the table, like, Ashley. And that like really helped me out in terms of believing. Like, this is what I like to do. Okay, like, I know I haven't really started with the, like, just, my mind tends to drift. If you haven't seen my videos, you might not know that. Why am I holding this? My mind tends to drift, so sometimes I get off track, but I do like to get back on track. So if you notice me falling off a topic, I will get back to it, because I have a good memory when it comes to that. So, basically, what I like to do is I like to use little things to test the law of attraction, so that I can put more energy into believing in it. The more little things that happen to me, the more I believe in it, and the more energy I can put into big things happening, so that I can bring and ask for huge amounts of money, or like huge, like, whatevers. My face looks oily. I hate it. Anyways, so I like to test it. So I like to use little things that, like, for example, like, oh, I'm gonna find $10 in the next 2 days somewhere random. You know what I mean? Like, little things that I don't really need, but like, it will help me believe. So I'll think about the $10 for those 2 days, and like, I wonder where I'm gonna find it. Like, where's it gonna show up? Like, how am I, you know? And then all of a sudden it like comes up out of nowhere. I'll check an old pants pocket, it'll be there. Or I'll randomly get $10 back into my account for a return. Something will come up that blesses me with $10. Like, whether it be like, oh, like, I'm shopping at the store and all of a sudden something's $10 off. Like, those I don't really look for. It's more so like physical $10, or like in my account $10. But like, those kind of count too. I don't know. It depends on how you want to look at it. But like, I will just think about it and it will always happen. It will always happen. So start there if you find yourself very doubtful of the law of attraction, because there's no point in doubting it, because it is a thing. It is, you know? When you doubt it, you're putting negative energy into it. When you're putting negative energy into it, you're going against the law of attraction. Don't do that. It's here to help you. Back to money. So upon reading The Power, I learned a lot. So I'm going to share what I learned in The Power with you guys in this video. And I'm probably going to do another money video in which I share more personal experiences, because I never know what people prefer. I don't know if they like to hear my personal experiences, or if they like to hear like just like steps, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go by steps. We're 5 minutes in and I still haven't really gotten to the steps. Okay. Number 1, you need to feel good about money. You need to feel good about money. okay? You can't be sitting here stressing. You can't be sitting here worrying and thinking, think about this for a second. As an example, when you're putting negative energy into things, shit goes bad. It's like when you're rushing. You know what I mean? You know when you're rushing, that's you in fear. That's you in fear of missing the bus or getting late to work or missing the party. You know what I mean? Like when you're rushing, it's a fear. That's the energy that you're putting out because you're scared of being late. And when you're thinking those thoughts, it's being negative. So rushing is basically a negative emotion because you're in a fear of something and you're putting a nervous energy into something. Did you ever notice that when you're rushing, bad things happen? Did you ever notice that? Let's say you're trying to put on your eyeliner. Oh, your eyeliner breaks. Oh, you can't find your sharpener. Oh, every time you're trying to sharpen it, it's jamming. Oh my God, like you put the eyeliner on your eye and the eyeliner breaks again. Oh my God, you just messed it up. Now you gotta fix it. Oh, it's like a never ending thing. Like, oh, you can't find your keys. You can't do this. You can't do that. You forgot your charger upstairs. You forgot your phone over here. And it's like everything's going bad and you're frantic and you're just like rushing and you're just like freaking out because everything's going wrong. Why now? It's because you're putting negative energy into it. That's why. But think about it this way. You ever just next time you're rushing, put yourself in check, okay? Stop rushing, take 3 deep breaths and think, okay, let me do one thing at a time in a peaceful manner. Grab your eyeliner slowly, do your eyeliner, do everything. Don't rush. Just don't rush. Just move, a little bit of a faster pace, but don't freak out. Just take those 3 breaths, give yourself a second to think about what you're doing, do one thing in a normal pace, and you're gonna realize you're gonna get it done in a proper way and you're gonna be on time most likely. If not, you won't be as late as you would have been. You'll get things done faster than you would have if you rushed. Okay, so it's the same idea. That negative energy just makes things worse. So when you're about to pay your bills, let's say you're paying your bills. And your stomach flips and you look at your bills and you're like, oh my God, like you're nervous to see what's in there, or you're stressing like, oh my God, all this money's coming out of my account. You're doing it wrong. Don't do that. When you find yourself nervous to pay your bills, put your bills down and come back to them later. Don't do it with that emotion inside of you. Wait until you're in a good mood and feel good about it. Like for the example, the other day I had to pay my phone bill. My phone bill is mad expensive. Okay. It's like $192. Yeah, I know. $192 for my phone bill. So I was like annoyed, right? But then I was like, wait, this is how I turned it around. I'm like, okay, when I pay my phone bill right now, I'm paying it early. That's going to be good credit. You know what I mean? Try and flip it around. Like you paying your bills, good credit. You paying your bills means in 5 minutes, you don't have to think about paying your bills anymore. Your bills are paid. You're good. You know what I mean? Like think about it in that way. Like think about it in a positive way in which you're looking at it as I'm doing good for myself and I'm doing good for the company that I'm paying. Like in The Power, they're saying how you should kind of think about you paying your bills. Why am I holding this? You paying your bills being like a donation to every company. You know what I mean? Like you're giving them money for the service they're giving you, obviously, but you're kind of thinking about it as like you're blessing them with money. You're helping them out. Like that's why it's always good to like go to small businesses and stuff like that and buy food there or pay for your pet supplies there because it gives you a better feeling about spending your money. You ever realize that? Like if I go to a family-owned coffee shop and I buy some stuff, I have a little relationship with the people that work there and I feel good about giving them my money and I'm like, oh, I'll give you a tip. You know what I mean? Because like you feel good about it because you know the money's going to them. You feel good about the money you're giving out. But when you're going like, let's say Starbucks, you kind of get frustrated, like $6 coffee, why is it so expensive? Blah, 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 blah. You don't give a tip, you get irritated and you pay for your coffee and you go. If you're cheap, that is, like me sometimes. So that's why it's good to go to like family-owned businesses because you feel better about the money that you're spending. But obviously you're not going to always go to family-owned businesses. So that's just a thing that I'm just suggesting if you live in an area where there are a lot. In Toronto, there are so many, like everywhere you go. But basically what I'm trying to say is just try and feel good about the money you're putting out and you're giving out because that energy that you're emitting into the universe when you are miserably paying a bill or stressfully, buying your new shampoo for the month that you have to buy or, like stuff like that. Like don't get mad at yourself over it. Like get excited about it. Like just try and get excited about it. And if you can't get excited about it, at least just be neutral and kind of happy when you're doing it. Like don't pay your bills when your stomach is hurting and don't talk about like, I can't afford to do this. I can't afford to pay this. All they're doing is taking money from me. Bitch, what do you think's gonna happen? They're gonna keep taking money from you. You know what I mean? Like, oh, taxes. Oh, this. Oh, that. Like, stop it. Like, put yourself in check and just think about it in a positive way, because you kind of have to, you know? I remember when I got my first YouTube paycheck, and I was annoyed that they forgot to pay me. And my phone had broken, and all of a sudden, like, I was so mad. Like, my phone broke, and it was a $300 replacement fee. This was when the iPhone 6S was new, and, okay, not new, but it was, like, kind of like, the 7 was out. Anyways, and the screen was still expensive to repair because, like, the touch response, I don't know, long story. But basically, like, they were late to pay me. So, I went to go get my phone fixed. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to pay for it and take the loss. And then I'm about to, like, transfer my money from one account to the other when I'm about to pay for my phone, and all of a sudden I see a payment from YouTube, like, out of nowhere. Like, literally out of nowhere. Like, they were late. Like, they were supposed to pay me the next month, so they paid me. And then, like, 20 minutes later, I got a second payment from YouTube, and that's not how it works. YouTube pays you on the 21st of every month, once a month. And I'm getting paid twice in, like, half an hour. I'm like, huh? And it was so weird, because, like, at first I was mad, but then I started feeling better, and I told my friend, I was like, you know what, it's okay, because, like, at least, like, when I get the money back, like, I will have the money in my account, and I won't have to spend it on the phone. You know what I mean? Like, let me try and reverse. I didn't explain that properly, I think. I think I just went back and forth too much. But basically what I was trying to say was, like, I didn't want to spend the money. I was irritated, okay? I was so mad, and I was just like, fuck this, fuck that, you know? But then I was like, okay, you know what? If I just spend the money now out of my actual money, at least when I get paid from YouTube, it will top that up, and I won't have to be like, oh, I just got paid, gotta lower that number again. You know what that feeling when you just get paid and all of a sudden bills, it shrinks down? I was like, okay, at least when I get paid, it's like, I got paid. I don't have to just, like, go down $300. Like, whatever I'm getting paid is what I'm keeping. So then when I got paid, I was like, okay, all right. And then, like, after I paid for it, I was happy about the money. I was feeling so good. Like, okay, girl, I got paid. But then all of a sudden I get another payment, and I was like, cool, all right. And then, like, 4 days later, it was payday for my job. And I was like, I get used to this, you know? So that, like, made me really happy. Or, like, when I'm feeling very positive about money, and I'm talking about money a lot, and I'm talking about, like, me feeling good about it, or I'm paying bills with a smile on my face and saying thank you to the universe every time I pay a bill, and thank you to the company in my mind, then I get, like, a sponsorship email, like, hey, we'll pay you X amount of dollars to review hair. You know what I mean? Like, and it's cool. It's cool. So you just have to be positive, and you have to do good. Like, another thing that they mentioned is giving money away, or playing a game in your mind where you look at people passing by you and you imagine yourself giving money to them, and you imagine the reactions and the happiness they would feel and the happiness you would feel upon seeing their faces, and it's kind of like a little game you play in your mind. So I like to donate money every now and then to random things. Like, either someone posts a GoFundMe and I'll donate some money to it, and I'll just, like, say a little prayer for them, and I'll be happy that I was able to help them out. Or if I see a homeless person, I'll give them what's in my pockets, you know what I mean? Or if I see someone, I'll buy them lunch, or, like, random things. Like, you know, it's always good to just do good. First of all, don't do it just because you want money in return. Like, oh, give $100, I'm gonna get $500 back. Don't do it for that reason. Do it because you want to do it, and because it makes you happy to give the money and to see their reactions and to make someone feel good and feel better about their finances. Because what you give is what you get back. You know what I mean? That's why we always say, like, don't wish bad on people, because you'll get it back 5 times worse, you know? So it kind of comes back to that. It's the same thing with good. When you do good, you get it back 5 times better sometimes. Sometimes you don't, sometimes you do. And that's why you don't just do it just to get good in return. You want to do it because it makes you feel good as a person, and it makes you happy, and it makes the other person happy. But giving away money is actually a really good thing to do. So as I said, the game that they tell you to play in the book, you just kind of analyze them, and you think about how they would feel if you went up to them right now and said, like, here's $100. You know what I mean? Just imagine it. Like, imagine it happening every second of that. Like, the facial expression that they make, you handing it to them, the way that their body language changes, like, what they're going to do with the money. Like, just try and think about all the positive things that you can get out of, that they can get out of receiving that money from you, and try and get, like, mimic the feeling of you giving them that money. And things like that do really good when it comes to law of attraction, because when you're doing that, you're so confident that you're going to get the money back that it doesn't really matter. And you're confident that it's going to make their day and make them happy, so it doesn't matter. So you give that away watch and see what happens and see if you get the money back. I'm not saying if you have $100 to your name, give $100 away. No, I mean, somebody in the book did something like that, and like, to be honest, I wouldn't do it, but it worked out for them, and it's very interesting. It's a really good story. You should really read The Power. If you are into the Secret series, read The Power. If you haven't read The Secret, read The Power, because it basically teaches what The Secret teaches, except more in depth and more hands-on. So you can kind of learn how to apply it to your life rather than just learning about it. So that's what's cool. Yeah, so those are a couple tips on money. I would love to share stories. I just hate making these videos too long because I know people don't have a big attention span sometimes. Like, I know firsthand what that's like. So yeah, so basically, if you enjoy the series, let me know and I will post another video. I'll probably post it either way because I don't really care. So yeah, I will be doing another part in which I share more stories on the law of attraction in terms of money. But these are just some of the biggest tips that have helped me out. One more thing I will say. Okay, there's a lot more things I want to say actually. So maybe I'm not ending the video. Write down what you want. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, we're not ending the video. I was about to close the video off. Let's just pretend that never happened. Okay, so something else that helps me is I have a folder on my computer called Things I'm Buying Soon, which is just a bunch of things that I want to buy that I'm gonna buy soon, obviously. So I got a Gucci belt in there, I got my YSL bag, I got a nice new laptop, I got a beautiful camera, like expensive things that I want to buy soon. And I just look at it often. Whenever I'm on my computer, I like to look at it and imagine myself holding those things. Like, a lot of times too, another thing that helps me out is when I go, let's say Yorkdale, it's a luxury mall in Toronto. I'll walk around Yorkdale Mall and I will look in the store at people buying things, and I'll imagine me taking my cash out of my purse and buying those like $5,000 bags and all this and those Rolexes and all that stuff. And I envision myself doing it. Like, I really truly like feel it. Like that's gonna be me soon. Like, I'm gonna buy that YSL bag. I'm gonna buy that Gucci belt. I'm gonna buy that salmon pink Gucci bag with the gold double G's on it. And I literally imagine myself doing it and like handing over the money. Like, really envision it. Visualization is so important, guys. I always tell you guys this. So that's another thing that helps me. Have that folder in your computer, or have a vision board that shows like things you're gonna buy soon. Where's my vision board? I should show you guys. Actually, no, I'll show you guys in my other law of attraction video, but I've shown it before on my channel. If you see me show it, then like props to you, you're a real one. That helps me. Another thing that helps is writing down the amount that you want in the day that you want to buy, and just writing out little mantras, like saying that you'll have this amount of unexpected income by this day, or you know, you're gonna, like, on my calendar there, I have a bunch of dollar signs all over the place, like on certain days that I'm gonna get paid, like that days that I'm not supposed to get paid on, but I've gotten paid on certain days. Not all of them, I will say, not all of them, but my calendar literally, I wish I could show you, but this is on a tripod, but there's like days there that I wasn't supposed to get paid, but for some reason I got paid. Like, for example, like I'll get a Shopify order and I'll get paid that day, or I'll get this and I'll get paid, or I'll get like a sponsorship, I'll get paid, I'll get like, you know, like random stuff, and I'll get paid on the days that have dollar signs on them. I just randomly put dollar signs, which means like I'm gonna get paid. So I put dollar signs all over my calendar. I have like a whiteboard calendar, like right up there. If you want, pause it and zoom into that and you'll see. But yeah. So that's another thing that I do. Also, that whole thing, look up the secret check, and you can write down the amount of money that you want on that check. Put it on your ceiling, look at it every morning, and think about the money and visualize what you're gonna do with it. And try and visualize good things. Don't just visualize designer stuff. Try and visualize giving money out to people, and, you know, donating and buying things for the homeless and stuff like that, because it will never hurt to do something like that. So yeah, so those are my tips on law of attraction and money. I hope that really helped you out. If it didn't, then wait for my part 2, or watch my part 1. Oh wait, I have part 3. I don't know. Just keep watching the series. I'm gonna make a folder, a playlist, and you can binge watch the 3 videos. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you again for watching. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, because I am fucking awesome, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.
Ain't taking no calls right now. I'm kicking back and I'm lighting up, doing what the fuck I want. Just roll the wood, I'm feeling good. Just me, myself, and this blunt. Everything I do is way up, man. If anybody good, I swear it's us, man. I'm vibing, I'm chilling, I'm good. I'm kicking back and I'm vibing, I'm chilling.